Hey, how's everything? Everything is good? I hope so, because everything is good with me too. I'm glad to see you. Glad you're here. It's only been a day. What a difference a day makes. And we're going to see what it do with this one too. Let's see. What are we going to use today? I heard tarot. So we're going to use the tarot. Use the tarot. Right. We're going to use the tarot today. All right, Spirit, we got our guests here, and they want to know what the thought of the day is. And honestly, I do too. What is the thought of the day? Oh, I've been forgetting to tell you, tell you who's what tune we have on. We of course love lo-fi here at Wise Savvy Sage. So we have a lo-fi soul, and I think this one is called When We. Love lo-fi music. I love a lo-fi soul's music. It's nice, it's mellow, instrumental without the words, so you don't get distracted with it. Good beat. That's what I like working up in here. Mellow, not imparting any mess in your head when it comes down to the lyrics. Real chill vibes, real chill vibes. All right, Spirit. So, what do you want us to know today? We're going to draw 3 cards. We're going to see what the thought of the day is. What is the thought? All right. We got the Ace of Wands. Ooh, we got the Tower. And we got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups. So that's 3 cards and a bonus. Let me put my protection from evil eye beads on that I made. Well, I add some additions to it. Yeah, there was something else on here that I didn't want. So I took that stuff off and added some stuff to it. And I love my beads. All right. What is it that you want us to know? So we got the Ace of Wands, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles. You know, our readings here lately have a lot to do with destroying something that has to be taken down, and then something else erected up. Now, with this, definitely here, the bottom of the deck is suggesting there that there is some type of trying to figure something out. There's a bit of a confusion here. There's many different routes that you could take, or many different pathways that you can take. But it's trying to figure out this is what's coming to me. You're trying to figure out what is most important to you, what means the most to you, what do you care about the most, right? Which direction do you want to go? And then once you figure this is where you're at, trying to figure it out, which direction that you want to go, then you'll be able to start to build. Because look at here, you got the Tower. So there's a moment of disruption that is either happening or going to happen. I don't normally do the past, present, and future. I don't always read in a straight line, because I just never did. That's not my style of reading. So sometimes I don't even use spreads. But what makes sense to me here is the focus is the fact that there is a thought process going on, trying to figure out what means the most to you, which direction do you want to go. And of course, you have a lot of different options here. Some are tricky, right? Some will help you work your magic. Some's going to give you the crown of glory, or some riches, right? You got a surprise here, which, something unforeseen could come about. What do you want, right? Do you want to manifest a person? Are you just open to whatever is being given or brought to you? Um, the snake can be a little tricky. The snake here in this cup can be a little bit tricky because it could be somebody that's out to deceive you. Is the temptation of having that particular person, situation, dream, that you want to accomplish that might not turn out for you. Is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for a victory here with the crown? Is there some magic, that you want to work on? You want to create some magic in your life? Because this Ace of Wands is all about creating. It's all about manifesting, doing what you need to do to create, to manifest. There is, what is this, a tower here? Or some like a castle? Is it important to you to get away to a faraway place, so that you could be on hiatus, off the grid, so that you can think and focus on what it is that you really, really want to do? And that's what you want, because you want to be sure. So you need to, you need to get away, stay for a while. Or is it the things of the world, earthly gain, earthly materials, such as, fine jewels, the riches of life? Is that what you want? Which way do you want to go? I know that these two choices here, I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but this element of surprise, and I'm just not getting a good feeling from a snake. The snakes are, in some traditions, it means, it doesn't mean danger. It doesn't mean that somebody is trying to snake you, and come behind your back and do things nefarious to you that would be harmful. It could be a sign of femininity, strength. So is that what you're looking for? A strong spiritual woman. Somebody that practices anything other than Western metaphysics, you know what I'm saying, or esotericism. Somebody that's different than that. Somebody that practices other than that. Is that what you're looking for? So it really matters what it is that your heart truly, truly desires. Sexual fantasy, even. Snakes represents sexual encounters, temptations, and stuff like that. Or is it a fear that you have? Because snakes, not everybody is, good with snakes. Some people are afraid of them because, snakes, they can choke the life out. You know what I mean? A snake is going to be a snake. A snake is going to do what it does. So you have a lot of choices here. A lot of choices. And I can tell right now that you're not sure which way to go. So the best thing for you to do is sit back and just like sit on it. You meditate on it and figure out which direction that you want to go. But whatever the case is, whatever it is that you got going on, because it looks like you have a disruptive moment right now, a tower moment. Something is going to happen abruptly, or is happening abruptly. It needs to happen. It needs to be brought to the ground, torn down. You need to be stripped of old things, okay? But the good thing about it is when you make that decision, when you decide, it's like that tearing down of the old foundation so that you can build up a new is going to happen immediately. Once you make this decision, because you got the choices here of which direction to go, you got the wand of creativity to make it happen, birth something new, bring something new into, it could be the spiritual realm or the physical realm. It could be either or, but you do have the power and the ability to create that. So once you figure out which way you want to go, You're going to have that's when you notice things are going to start to fall down around you. But the good thing of it is I like to look at both the spiritual and the physical sides of things. If we look at this physical, you got the earthly gains to do it. You have the money to do it. You will enter into a new contract. If we're thinking about, a paperwork, you've got the contract is there, and you will move forward into a new era of your life, a new era of your goals, even, if you will. You got new experiences coming out, and it's being handed to you. And I'm going to tell you this is what I'm getting also too. This is meant to happen. Spirit has a divine gift for you. Look, listen, there's nowhere to go but forward. Because once everything is torn down, right, demolished so that you can build anew, look how pretty, your new destination is going to be. So this is being divinely gifted to you. You deserve it. The thing of the matter is you have a choice to make, and it's a free will choice. You can ask for help. I would suggest you ask your guides for help. I wouldn't pick the sparkly things, the pretty things, the tempting things that could get you in trouble. I would use this opportunity that's being handed to you to create more opportunities, to put you in a better position so that more doors open for you, to put you in a position to where whatever it is that you create and you build, it's there for, the longevity. It's there for a long time. And since you're using a whole new canvas and whole new foundation, right? You want to be careful of who it is that you bring. Once you prepare yourself, get yourself prepared and have everything set up, you want to be very cautious that you don't bring along any garbage that you had to destroy and leave behind, right? And I always like to say person, place, and themes, okay? Even mindsets and thoughts and perspectives that didn't serve you. I feel like this is a well-rounded challenge, and gifted, supplied, shall I say. It is gifted, but also some well-supplied new venture. You have been given everything that you need. You're starting from scratch. You have the freedom to choose what it is or what direction that you want to go. You are divinely supported. Two hands, man. Look at it. They're saying this is saying that you're about to create something here. You're about to figure out what you want to do, what you want to create, manifest, bring to fruition. You're about to do this here. I'm telling you that I have something for you if you're willing to take it. And I just advise that, and I hope that you do the right thing with it. Once you make this decision and it's solid and you know what you want to do, what direction you're going, that's when things are going to start happening immediately. And what you're going to notice is the old foundation, old people, old places, old things, that's going to have to be destroyed, removed, the whole land cleared so that we can go ahead and start building. Don't worry about how you're going to come and get the finances, whether spiritual or the physical money, to build. I'm going to supply your needs. Okay. All you got to want to do is go. Do you want to go? That's the question. All right. So I'm happy that is a good word for the day. I hope you've been feeling it in the spirit. And because listen, it's here. I mean, it's only when you hit rock bottom, when things have been destroyed or cleared away, whether you feel good about it or it hurts you, at the end of the day, it's the best thing for you, okay? Spirit always knows what's the best thing for you. that give you what it is that you need to make it happen. You just have to decide what you want to do. And hopefully you make the best decision for yourself. Always choose yourself first. And remember that you can't help anybody else without helping yourself. Let me mix these cards really good. Spirit, we need some advice, any guidance, any direction with the oracle. Thank you for your advice, Spirit. Thank you for your advice, oracle. I don't know if anybody has noticed that's been paying attention to the thought of the days, but ain't nothing showing up yet about a relationship. Everything is about building on yourself. Everything is about you as an individual. Everything is about making choices for yourself. And the consequences of those choices depending on how you choose. But I haven't been seeing anything but good things. Because it's good to get rid of the old so that you can usher in the new. And I feel that there is a change coming. There is a change coming. I can look at people and I can see it on people, the people that we need to move out of the way so that we can get some fresh energy coming in. They're looking old, tattered, worked over. You know, they're losing energy, right? They don't have that strength and that vigor that they used to have. They sounding like they batshit crazy. They're just not making any sense. So we got a lot of folks with one foot in the door and one foot out of the door. And ain't nobody trying to turn around and come back in. They're definitely going to be out of the door. So I want for y'all to hang on, you know, trust and believe in your own personal process. You might be going through some hardship, hard times right now. You might not understand what's going on. Sometimes it's not important for you to understand what's going on. Sometimes things get revealed after, you know, what's necessary that needs to take place happen. And then you'll get your understanding later. You just have to trust the process. Hindsight is 2020. And if you're tapped in, if you're channeled, if you're tuned, you know, you won't get that answer. Always make sure that when you go before the divine spirit and your ancestors, you ask for wisdom, knowledge, discernment, and understanding. And clarity. You need clarity. Okay? You need to be clear on what it is that's shown to you, all the messages that you get. You know, ask your whys, your who's, where's, what's, when's. And some of those answers you will get and some you won't. Sometimes that when, sometimes that answer when is not revealed to you. And it could be for good reason. All right, Spirit, we need a word of advice. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. This change is it says trap soul lo-fi. That's my vibe. Never heard this one before. Thank you, Spirit. So now we're gonna pull some cards. Three things you want us to know, Spirit. We thank you. 1, birth. This is definitely, you got something new coming. You're giving birth to something. An idea, a project, a new move could be, a new relationship could be. Whatever you decide up there on that card, up there on that 7 of Cups, whatever your heart's desire. What else we got here, Spirit? We definitely have new beginnings. We got 3 ones there, y'all. Pay attention. 3 ones. Wheel. Time for a change. Right? It's time to move forward. I like that. 3. So there's definitely going to be some, there's going to be some type of communication. First, I see you communicating with the right folks. There is going to be a lot of diversity going on when it comes down. So I sense diversity too when it comes down to the options that you're being presented. You got diverse options. And what's this one here? A rose. So I like that. Rose can be a gift. Rose is beauty. I like this reading today for you. Rose is beauty. So I like this. So these cards here confirm what's going up here. You got 3 ones, right? 3 ones is manifestation, beginnings, initiation. It could be one can be, a seed, the the faith of a mustard seed, right? I see that with the 1. I see the start of something with the 1. I see being single-minded and focused. That could be a 1. Self is 1. Okay, so I like that. I think I said initiation already. Individuality, right? And then 1 could represent a gift too. Like it corresponds with the rose. 2 and 3 is a 5, right? Now 5 we know talks about sometimes trials, but change. 5 can mean change by force, right? So it hurts to know that something is going to happen all of a sudden, that there's going to be an abrupt change. You might not want it. You might not be ready for it, right? You low key might not even want to accept it, but there's beauty in this change. This is why this rose here got the little blood drop on the bottom of it. You see that? You might have cut yourself building, something. You might have, hammered your fingernail or something, but it's like that. That's the sweat and equity, the blood, sweat, and the tears that you put into something that means something to you, right? So although, it might hurt, you might feel pricked a little bit, nonetheless, it's for the best. You have something here that is going to be well worth everything that you put into your new situation with this Ace of Wands. All right. Do not be afraid of the Tower, because understand all things have to pass away, before something can become new or be built new. Right. That's what I like. I like that. So we got the cauldron after picking that. I mean, listen, you in the kitchen. Spirit is in the kitchen with you cooking up something real good. This wand here could be, your stirrer as well, right? So you up here cooking in the kitchen. Spirit is cooking in the kitchen with you in the spiritual realm. Your guides are there cooking with you in the kitchen. So that's what that number 3 here, the wheel. We all work together, right? We all work together, and when it's out, and we all take a turn too. We all take a turn. Spirit's taking a turn with coming up together with the master plan. You taking a turn with saying, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Your guides are taking their turn where they said, you know what, this is what you want to do. We got you, right? So you all are cooking. You and your spirit team, y'all in the kitchen, and you're in there and you're whipping up something great. So I like that for you. Let me get you one more. Let me see. This is where I'm going to call, and I'm going to see if there's any more messages. I love my crows, man. I love crows. I love crows. One day I'll tell a story about how some crows came and they spoke to me about and foretold about something that was going to happen, and it did happen. So I have a crow tarot deck. I got a crow oracle deck. That's my my spirit. I don't know what you call it. Spirit totem, spirit animal. They're always around me. Some people look at them as a bad omen. I think they're very beautiful. Crows and ravens, they are very beautiful. I remember one time I was having a bad day, and I was coming home. I was super sad, and there was 6 crows, and it's always the number 6. It was 6 crows this time too. that was flying above my car, but like up ahead, above my car, but up ahead, far enough to where, because you know when you're looking at your windshield at the top, if they're up too high, you can't see them. So they were down below enough and far enough for me to be able to see them, and they was in a circle. They did a counterclockwise circle. Here's your card. They did a clockwise, counterclockwise circle all the way home, and of course, it was time for me to pull up and park. And I usually park a specific way. And so when I parked, they stopped over that park and they kept flying in that counterclockwise circle. So I knew that that was a message for me. I needed a message. I needed to know that there was something greater, higher than me, somebody that was with me, that understood and gave a damn. And that was very special, very, very special to me. So anyway, back to this. Now it says play, play, play. And then you got 36, which reduces to a 9. And 9s are completions, endings. Well, the 10 is completion. That means it's all done and ready for new. So this is it's whole. There's a situation that has been fulfilled. We don't need it anymore. The situation has been fulfilled. Whatever is ending is done. It's been fulfilled. And now it's time to build again. And so now you're going to get in your playful spirit, your playful mode. Being creative is a sense of being playful to me. So you've accomplished the goal, right? This is another thing too with the wheel. After one resolution, forgive me, but one turn, then it's done, right? It can be. So you got 3 and 9, 3 birds, 3 crows, 3 at the wheel, you, spirit, and your guides, and y'all about to get together and you cooking in the kitchen. Y'all in the kitchen cooking, and you about to make it happen. So I want to congratulate you on this new journey that you're about to go on. Congratulations on completing the old journey. The only advice that I have for you is that you're venturing into something new, and you don't want to carry something from the past into the future with you. They don't belong there. It don't belong there. Whatever it is, it don't belong there. And you would know more than I. This is it could apply to many things in your life, right? Choose wisely. Okay. This is Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. Thank you for coming and trusting me to read for you again today. It is I always like to give insight and perspective in ways that you might not see. Okay. And listen, I'm right there with you. I'm your spiritual advisor. I'm who you come to for, advice, because listen, when you're working all day, sometimes you don't have the energy to sit and think for yourself, or because it pertains to you, you don't see your life in the direction it's going, or who and what is going on in it. Clearly, you don't see it, right? You don't trust it, or you just don't want to do it because you need to decompress and just sit back and think on what's being told to you to see if it aligns with how you've been feeling. Whatever the case may be, I'm here for you, and I got you. Wise Savvy Sage, y'all. Tomorrow's a new day.